What is going on, everybody? Welcome on into the lounge. My name is TBob29. As I said before, I am here with Flex the Don. Flex, how is it going on this Thursday night blog read?
I have zero fear of being with you tonight, Bob. Zero fear, at least for now. That might change as we go, but the the blog is entering a new era tonight. The Penta era is what we're going to be experiencing this weekend, and he got into the game quick, much
Yeah,
to the happiness of a lot of people.
yeah. He's looking good in our graphic that we got here. Huge shout out to Scopely for having a hell of a Cinco de Mayo background for him. This
Yep.
is pretty kick ass. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. It is the Zero Fear Faction Boss blog read. Welcome to the Penta New Era. The worst kept secret in the WWE has arrived. Unlock brand new Penta throughout the weekend alongside his new Royal Rumble gear and pentastic new skill plate on the prize wall. That is right, y'all. There it is. We got Penta. We got the light blue Royal Rumble gear, and we got the pentastic skill plate. All brand new things. Not one, not two, but three of them. Please note, as always, everything is taken from a test environment. All of these items are subject to change. Things might still be a work in progress, so make sure to check in-game for the most up-to-date numbers and information once the contest has started. Our schedule for the weekend, we have the Zero Fear solo contest that begins at reset time on the 2nd, and it will end at reset time on the 5th. Faction Boss competition starts reset time on the 3rd and ends reset on the 5th. And Faction Boss itself starts 2 hours after reset time on the 2nd. I feel like that's supposed to be the 3rd. I don't think that we have 2.5 days, so this might be wrong. That might be subject to change, so you never know. But it says right here the 2nd. I think it's the 3rd. 2 hours after reset.
Well,
Go on, Flex.
yeah, so that's the second. That's going to be tomorrow. So the actual boss weekend is going to start. Yeah, so that starts tomorrow. That's a little bit off.
Yeah,
5 p.m. Eastern time.
I think we still have one more scout mission on the 2nd. So I believe that
Yep.
this is supposed to be
Tomorrow, yeah.
5-3, not 5-2.
Yep.
So let's go with 5-3, 2 hours after reset, 2 p.m. Pacific, and it will end midnight Pacific on the 5th. The reward highlights this weekend. Penta himself is an MLC Chase character. His unlock 3,000 shards. And just in case you thought there was no way of getting them, you're kind of dead wrong on that one. Because for the regular freebie side of things, we have 1,200 in the solo milestones. We have 550 in the Faction Boss competition. We have 210 more in the limited time tours and 40 additional shards in the Faction Boss shop for free. That is 2,000 shards of the 3,000 shard lot. For the premium side of things, we have 620 additional shards in the solo milestone, 80 more in the Faction Boss shop, 100 in offers, and 200 additional in the web shop events at WWEChampions.com. The gear itself, you can get it on the prize wall, or you can pull his full poster with the gear in the loot. And for those of you that still have not recruited Twisted Bliss Alexa Bliss, there is 130 shards for free in the solo milestones, 60 additional in the solo milestones under the premium section, and 40 more in offers. So good luck getting her. Now for the main prize wall, you can redeem your medallions for the top tier rewards. The new Royal Rumble 2025 gear is here. As for what it does, we kind of don't know yet. To be decided, but that is why you have to stay tuned to the game to make sure that you can get all that information. However, that doesn't mean that we don't have any information, because we have info on the skill plate It is the new Fearless Stare skill plate. Whenever you make 6 or more submission gems, increase your black gem damage by 200% for 2 turns. So another submission skill plate added to the game. Flex, your thoughts on that one before I continue on?
That is definitely a favor to you, a gift to you, Bob. That's a Bob special, a Bob plate, if you will. Uh, Friday night Bob Plate Fest.
Not even
Congrats,
remotely close. Not even remotely close. All right. to the skill plate side of things. Outside of the brand new skill plate, we do have the Punk Gauntlets. They make a return. The super strong color turn skill plate is back. The Dirty Deeds skill plate, which is the Dirty Dom skill plate, is also back. The Time to Get Radical plate, the Off the Top Ropes, the Enigma, which are 2 of the Royal Rumble skill plates. Down the Rabbit Hole, the Insatiable Hunger, those are the Wyatt 6 plates. The Neckbreaker is one of the Turtle plates. The Corporate Crown and the Valkyrie's Crest are also available skill plates for this weekend. And we have, at the very bottom, the Devil's Drip and the Buzzard's Beak. So, pretty decent skill plate wall, not going to lie. And then we get down to our shards. So, for the shards that we have Sheamus of the Brawling Brutes. We've got Rhea Ripley, Heavy Metal. We have Chief of Beasts, Roman Reigns. We have Glamour EST, Bianca Belair. Andrade Tranquilo. We have Hall of Fame, Shawn Michaels. Voice of the Voiceless, CM Punk. And of course, the Morrigan, which I've never heard her called that in my life, Lyra Valkyria. On top of that, we also have some Penta-era straps with 150% gem or 150% move damage. We have some Tier 6 medals, Fury 3s and Takedown 3s. They are available on the prize wall as well. Some class-specific token bundles, coins, TP, strap parts, and metal bits. Shout out to Goldie for the Econ. In the solo contest. Sorry, go on, Flex.
I was going to say I got confirmation via DM right now. Thank you to the GOAT. It is, in fact, the 3rd, not the 2nd. So it is the 3rd, not the 2nd. That'll be updated. Again, everything is STC, test environment, all that good stuff. Boss does start on the 3rd, the usual 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 hours after reset on Saturday for those on the East Coast, 2 p.m. Pacific time for those on the left coast.
It's a good catch. Good catch while we're reading this before it gets too late. That's for sure. A lot of people are going to be confused if they just see it. For the solo contest, recruit Penta-era to access an exclusive limited time tour this weekend. The max milestone is 15 million points. The reward highlights for the solo contest are 1,820 Penta-era shards, 190 Twisted Bliss shards, 49,700 prize wall medallions, and 5 Tier 6 metal chests, as well as the top 200 leaderboards can get additional prize wall medallions and 6-star gold tokens. Not to mention the CSS that we have for the solo contest. Again, this is the solo contest, not the boss itself for the faction. But if you want to make additional progress in your solo event, then you can defeat the faction boss on a level 23 with Penta-era Penta for 2.5 million points. You can do this one time. And also, you can defeat the faction boss on level 14 with the following characters: John Cena Chain Gang Special Edition, John Cena Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect Special Edition, and John Cena Last Time Is Now. All 3 Cenas that were released this month. Each of them, it is 200,000 points. You can do it one time. And if you manage to get Jesse the Body Ventura all the way up to 6-star bronze this month, you can also beat Faction Boss on level 14 with him for 100,000 points. The Faction Boss Competition. Play Faction Boss and earn some points. Max milestone is 50 million. There's 550 Penta-era shards in there, 3 Tier 6 metal chests, 4.7 million solo contest points, and 1 Zero Fear contest bag. Climb the faction leaderboard for up to 5,000 additional prize wall medallions. Let's get down to the CSS here. All right. So we're starting out with our Sunday CSS. So on Sunday, If you beat Faction Boss on level 10 with an Attitude Arrow, you will get 15,000 points. You can do that up to 100 times. Starting on Saturday, you can defeat the Faction Boss on level 10 with an Acrobat for 18,000 points. You can do that 100 times. Level 10 with the Mysterio family is 15,000 points, and you can do that one 100 times. Defeat Faction Boss on level 18 with a Hall of Fame character is 125,000 points. You can do that one 50 times. Back on Sunday, defeat the Faction Boss on level 18 with Thrasher of the Headbangers. That is 100,000 points, limit 50. Also on Sunday, you can defeat the Faction Boss on level 23 with Special Edition Chain Gang Cena, 200,000 points. That is limit 30 as well. Also, you can defeat the Faction Boss with Hustle, Loyalty, Respect Special Edition for 200,000 points, limit 30. And defeat the Faction Boss on level 15 with Penta Era Penta, 400,000 points, limit 30. Please note, the Sunday tasks run from 9 a.m. Pacific to midnight Pacific. On for the limited time tours, the reward highlights here. 18,500 prize wall medallions, which require Penta Era Penta. 5,263,000 solo contest points, and 210 Penta Era Penta shards. The CSS for the tours, believe it or not, I don't need a break to read these. Thank goodness. On Friday, we have the early recruitment 24-hour tour. The CSS, of course, is Penta, and the requirement, you guessed it, is Penta for the early recruitment. Also on Friday, we have the Rock Tour, where the CSS is Any the Rock. And on Friday, we have the First Rule Challenge Mode Tour. Normal requires Attitude. The CSS is any Showboat or any Acro. Hard requires New Gen. The CSS is also any Showboat, any Acro. And Hell requires Modern, with the CSS being any Acro. On Saturday, we have the Body, which is an any Showboat tour. And of course, the Body Jesse Ventura is the CSS. And for Sunday, we have the Cinco de Amazing tour with any Rey Mysterio and any Dominic Mysterio as your CSS. We have the Viva Mexico tour with any Eddie Guerrero and any Andrade as the CSS. And on Sunday, the Penta Era Challenge, which requires the new Penta, normal and hard as a 5-star or 6-star for CSS, and of course, Hell Mode is a 6-star Penta for CSS. The Faction Boss info, very, very front and foremost, it is the Steel Cage rules. We get no skill plates. Let it soak in, chat. No skill plates. Of course, you can get some Faction Boss coins by playing Faction Boss battles. The higher the difficulty, the more coins that you will get. Remember, each level's reward can be earned 4 times by beating a boss with different styles. Beating a level earns the rewards for all of the levels done before it. Winning with an entire team of faction members gives 2 times the amount of Faction Boss coins. Prepare your lineup of superstars and team up with your faction mates to take on the Faction Boss, who has 0 fear. Bring your Multiply Gems, your Blue Gems, and your Leech Gems superstars, as they will be much more effective in this boss battle. Be prepared with the right boss breakers, neutralize, and Hell freezes over to combat this boss damage buff and frozen move debuff. Also ensure your superstars can destroy many gems on the board to take down his defensive, hardened, all-color gem shield. Let's get down here. Awesome. The summary as seen in-game, the boss moves every 1 to 2 turns. He will deal damage based on the amount of turns that you have been in the boss fight. The hardened all-color gem damage shield is 250 gems at max level. The combo move of modifying random gems on the board into silence gems and botch gems. And of course, he will increase MP cost. The battle attributes that are going to scale with increasing difficulty levels. So, the multi-gem strength stays the same throughout. The blue gem stays the same throughout at 300%. The leech gem damage as you go past level 20, where it's 500% at the very top of level 21, 2, and 3, it goes down to 300% instead of 500%, and the all gem damage debuff of 25% does not activate until you start fighting level 21, 2, and 3. And of course, steel cage rules. The skill plates must be kept out of the steel cage. Nothing new here on the boss health. The boss health is still 2.1 billion health for a level 23 boss. The boss abilities, as we have mentioned above, has the dealing damage per every turn. He also modifies random gems on the board into botch gems. He increases his own move damage if there's a botch gem on board, and the hardened all-color gem shield, which, as it mentions down here, it will be up to 250 gems. And of course, he freezes players' moves every 2 turns for starting on 2 turn, I should say, on to turn 2. And then depending on how high up you are in terms of boss level, they will either freeze 1 or 2 of your moves for 1 or 2 turns. The difficulty rarity requirements, depending on what level it is, nothing for 1 through 6, 5 bronze at 7 and 8, 5 silver at 9 and 10, 5 gold at 11, 12, and 13, and the important number 14 for those challenge rewards that you want for the solo. You need a 6-star bronze for level 14. 6-star bronze is 14, 15, 16, and 17. 6 silver is 18 through 22. And of course, you need a 6-star gold to compete at level 23. Some useful boss breakers. They will tell you that you can use the neutralize and the hell freezes over. Neutralize will help with that move damage bonus. The hell freezes over will help with those frozen moves. Helping Hand, its time and exhaust. Helping Hand gives you a little bit of that health back. Its time gives you a little bit extra time on the timer, and exhaust is a move damage debuff to the boss. Superstar strategies, it's going to tell you to use focused characters for the hell freezes over, chaotic for the neutralize. So it's essentially just making sure that you have characters in that style that will take advantage of those boss bonuses, those boss breakers, and definitely prioritize those characters with leech, with multiply, and with blue gems, as they will all deal increased damage to the boss. The boss breaker strategy, it's going to tell you that at level 6 or higher, you can use the neutralize and why you would do it, so you can remove the boss's buff. And it gives you a very little breakdown in terms of what it does. So it gets a huge decrease cooldown once you get it all the way to level 10. And of course, the hell freezes over focused boss breaker will remove a bunch more teammates' additional frozen moves as you continue to level that one up. And it will be done at a quicker pace. Please note, if a team member disconnects or leaves an ongoing boss battle, the team will not earn the total points for that battle. And as always, you have a chance to win the character of the week, and that is Penta, Era Penta, on the forum giveaway. So join the Champions community on the official forum and give your constructive feedback on this contest in order for a chance to win. I'm going to go ahead and give that one thumbs up. So, Flex, talk to me. Zero Fear, faction boss. I feel like those words are not synonymous with you, my friend. What are your thoughts on this one?
Boss definitely isn't. The word faction is, but boss, the two of them together do not jive with me. However, no fear. We know what we're going to do. I'm going to hide. Bobby's going to do my boss event for me. That is the plan for this weekend.
Yeah, the goal is that I'm going to be using those submission characters for him, since he loves them so much on his account.
Absolutely. You're going to use Swoggle with the sub.
You know it. The boss is going to break all those gems. Well, that's going to be it for this one on the blog read. So thank you, Flex, for hanging on out. Appreciate it. But that's it for the video. So until next time, y'all, have a good one.